All right, what's going on out there, folks? Rooster here in Tennessee. Customer test video, 8 pill, 454. One of my favorites. I like the 454s. I feel like they're kind of people don't acknowledge them as much. Everybody wants a 2879 box because of the power that they do. But these things are tough, and I really like them a lot. The 2 pills, 4 pills, and the 8. I haven't had one with more than 8 in it yet, but 2, 4, and 8 seem to do really well. I do have a 2 pill with no variable on it, and a 4 pill available right now. But this one was prepaid. Customer custom ordered this one, prepaid for it. I think he's been waiting probably 3 weeks or so, give or take. We're gonna test it, see how it does. Just gonna run the Connex into it. This thing will actually take about 120 watts PEP, so it's really good for like strikers that do a little bit less than that. Probably even an Anytone Quad 6 I think I've tested them with, but your striker 955s, 655s, 447s, all do really well with this amp. It's a good alternative to a 4 pill. They seem to take heat a little better. A little bit bigger cabinet with the 8 pill 454, and the 454 transistors, they don't need as much cooling as a 2879. So enough talking about it. Let's see how it does. We're going to be hitting it with about half power, but I was actually surprised. I've already seen the numbers on this thing. I was pretty surprised with how well it did. So 50 watts PEP going in, 20 watts average, and we'll see how this guy does. Now we're going to test it at 14.9. We'll just go ahead and give it an audio here. See what it's drawing. Audio. So about 60, 61 amps. Currently is what it's drawing. They will draw more than that though if you drive them harder. 1,000 watt slug. Bottom scale. Average power first. So with 3 watts going in, we're getting about 60 out. Hello, audio. 400 average. So the way it's acting is kind of like a 4 pill if you were driving the 4 pill or something. So the way it's doing with this Connex is like, you know, if you had a 4 pill 2879 and you were driving it with 100 watts, you'd expect around 400 watts average, give or take. And that's what this thing's doing right now. So right at 400 average. And PEP, again, bottom scale. Hello, check 1, 2, 3. Audio, check 1, 2, 3. Audio, check 1, 2, 3. Audio, check 1, 2, 3. That's about as dead on 1,000 watts PEP as you can see. Now, we can put a 2,500 watt slug in there, and it's probably going to show like 1,050 or something. But really about 1,000 watts PEP. Now, yes, it will do more. I've seen these do, I think the most anyone has told me that they drove one of these two was about 1,400 watts PEP and about 550 watts average. I would probably stay in the 500 watts average, you know, 1,200 PEP, 1,250 PEP ballpark. And of course, everybody's meter is going to be a little bit different. But here it's doing 400 average. With 20 average going in and doing 1,000 PEP with 50 PEP going in. So, you know, take that in consideration. You double the power going into it. There's not a lot of room left for this thing to do a heck of a lot more. So you're not going to double the power out. So even if you take a 100 watt radio, you know, this thing's not going to do 2 kW. It may do, you know, 1,250, 1,300. But you're having to add another 100 watts into it to get that kind of power out of it. So keep that in mind. You know, if it was mine and I was personally running it for myself, I'd be pretty happy with what it's doing right here. So you might ask, well, why would I spend the extra money to get this over a straight 4 pill when it's doing about the same amount of power? If you're just going to drive it like a 4 pill, why would you not just go with a 4 pill? It's cheaper, right? Well, the advantage that you have, if you decided to drive this thing the way I'm driving it, you don't have to have a driver for it. You have a straight 4 pill, you want to see this kind of power out of it, you're going to have to put a driver in line. So add that in. That's going to be another couple $100, depending on what you go with. So that makes up for the price difference. You have it all in one box here. You don't have to worry about having the expense of buying a driver. Now, like I said, you could hit this thing harder and do a little bit more. But here we are, 50-watt radio. It's doing 1,000 PEP, 400 average. If it was mine, I'd be happy to run it that way. But some people want to get what they pay for. They want to get the most out of it. So that's all up to the customer. Just some things to think about why the 8-pill 454 is a good option. I really like the way these things do. I think everybody that's got one of these has been pretty happy with them. I haven't sold like 50 of these or anything, but I think I've probably sold 10 or 12. And as far as I know, everybody that's got them likes them. So 8-pill 454, guys. Lots of amp videos coming up. Lots of customer videos coming up. Been running behind all week. So appreciate the business. Everybody's keeping me busy. Always grateful for that. Questions, comments, shoot me a text, 423-299-3535. Check out the website, roostercb.com. See you, bye.